Diaz Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. You heard the intro? Shit. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack at it. Baya. Baya. Órale, as you can tell by that thumbnail right there. Sangre por sangre. Blood in, blood out. Or we know at least blood in and then south side out, according to Zod. Orale, Neil to the Zod was exposed yesterday. Orale, ese flaco de Convex Perspective exposed them. Trip out on this. Do you believe it? Do you believe that vato was more than meets the eye? Do you believe that that vato was rocking Pacas Piru? Orale, Pacoima Piru, stand up, right? And then gravitated into becoming a Sunland Park Southsider. Hey, it happens, Holmes. It happens to the best of them. Or in his case, the worst of them. Now, at the same time, when you're denying your roots, that's when you're denying where you come from, that's where the problem entails, right? It ensues. Now, this vato, I wasn't even going to get on his hippies. Vato says, I was going to just let him fade into the wind. So that's like the Goonies. That's how I was going to let the ship sail con One-Eyed Willie, right? But at the same time, One-Eyed Willie. Con un plug on it. You have to address certain situations. And I thought it was comical, Holmes. I thought it was funny that this guy got exposed. There were several pictures. If you haven't seen the pictures yet, go to A Convict's Perspective. Flaco's channel, man. He's showing the flicas y todo mae con un pinche Piru, right? Oh, Piru! The vato has red paños and everything. That's a big, big difference from, you know, saying you're a Southsider and doing this and doing that. Now, everyone knows first and foremost, Holmes, I got hella love for the South Side. That's respects right off the top, Holmes. That's just the way the gun rocks around this camp. Huelga with love, right? But at the same time, Holmes, you need to understand that at the end of the day, that was the coin phrase by fucking, that about the fucking stamp that Neil Zod. That's, you'll get, if you go on his channel, you'll get 100 at the end of the days, right? You get 100 and at the end of the days, but you're transfixed on that blog on his head. You're mesmerized. They say you're like this. Wherever it goes, you go. You know what I mean? It's just, that's how his channel is. Anyways, trip out. The vato has decided that for no other reason, you know, to throw a little slight disses into Wolf and to do all that on vatos from up north. Now, I don't understand, Holmes, when you're still gangbanging in 2022 and you're 150 years old, where that becomes feasible or that even becomes a good look. But, I mean, the vato was active according to him and he was doing his thing. And you can't take that from a man. I mean, he's going to do what he does because at the end of the day, Holmes, you know, you just have to expose a man for what exactly he truly is, where his heart is, where his cora is, right? I recall, you know, first watching Neil Zod and him talking about, yeah, you know, I'm a brother, man. You know, I grew up, I got family that are Pirus, I got family that are Crips, man. But at the same time, Holmes, I chose to rock with the South. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I got a homeboy, man, that rocks as a norteño that's blacker than Wesley Snipes. This vato looks like under the bed. That's how dark he is, right? But at the same time, Holmes, you know, that vato right there is a righteous homeboy. The moment he became a norteño, Holmes, he ceased to become black, brown, any of that. You know, and that's just the way it was. You know, we don't look at colors. Sometimes I at least I thought so I was getting like I'm still active. Wind's blowing, Spence on Latino. But you know what I'm saying is we didn't look at colors at that time. You know, there was no race, there was no none of that. It was either you're with us or you're against us. Period. Plain and simple. So I could understand his get down when he's saying that he rocked, according to his words, the double S, you know, the South Side. That's cool, that's fine and dandy. I met a lot of Africano brothers and white guys, sprinkle them in the woods. Over the years, man, that have rocked Southside, nothing but respect. Now at the same time, this vato right here has claimed that he never was part or affiliated with another ganga, another gang, Holmes, another group. He was always double S, let's rock to the fullest. I got my 115s, checked out, they say Jamestown. That was a 50-50 yard, but don't pay no attention to that. Just do what I does, cuz, right? I call bullshit. I call cagada, I call mierda. I call tapuchi, right? And the reason I say that is the pictures paint 1,000 words, right? ¿Sabes qué? Con un red paño, I mean, okay, I understand if your vato gets down and they wear red, and that could be the case. You know, there's red rag Southsiders. That's right off the top. Mira esa, con pinche Piru. Straight up con whack 100, and y todo face down, ass up. That's the way we like to shrink it, right? I can understand one thing, but when you're saying another, you're doing another, Holmes, you know, it seems fishy. I posed the question to you. See, I'm not going to judge the man. Who am I to judge him? I'm just a fly-ass motherfucker from Northern California. I can't judge nobody. But at the same time, what I can say is, God damn, man, you got me confused. That's it. First of all, I don't know what you are, right? You said you was a brother in the beginning. Then all of a sudden you changed it to Panamanian. Why do vatos always do that? Why do Vatos always try to be something they're not? I hate that, man. Like my homeboy that's Africano. You ask him what he is, he says, I'm black. You see, but I'm a norteño first and foremost. Orale, right? Bang, bang, get down, zapata, right? But you ask a Vato, another Vato, and he's like, yeah, I'm black. And then about 2 months later, but I got a cut of Panamanian in me. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Let that shit go. Because back when you first started your channel, you was rocking Mexican flags y todo. Raza, don't. You know what I mean? You were doing that, and then all of a sudden you turned into a Panamanian flag. I've seen that happen before. Que no lacra? Mexican, and then all of a sudden Salvadorian, and that shit switched up. But it's just be like that sometimes, I guess, according to what your narrative and what you're rocking. Now, I can't hate on the man's delivery. I can't hate on the man's flow. I can't hate on the man's message because he was rocking for the double S. He was rocking for the South Side homes. And hey, do your thing, homie. You know what I mean? If that's what you're about, if that's what you're dedicated to, if that's your affiliation, ¿sabes qué? More power to you. Black power. Orale, you see the vato? That's that vato right there, man. Hey, bona fide. Orale, that's a mighty fine fucking comb you got there. Blood in, blood out. Sangre por sangre. And it just trips me out that if you came into the game as a Piru or blood, now I'm not saying you did. You know, I can't stamp that, reverse it. Is it worth it? You know, I don't know for sure, but I mean, it looks real funny, right? But if you came into the game as a Piru, how? Explain to us. So, explain to us, Neil Design, how that worked. How you went from, okay, I've seen vatos from one barrio go to another barrio. Maybe that barrio just, they cease to exist anymore. They stop, homes. Vato still got it in him. He still got that thuggish, ruggish bone in him. And he says, you know what, fuck it, homes. I'm going to go over here to this barrio and I'm going to represent. And after a while, homes, they accept him into that barrio. I've seen it happen several occasions. But from one group organization to another, I've rarely seen that. Now, I have seen it. I've seen Crips turn into Norteños and Norteños turn into Crips and Bloods. And it's, right now it's happening, right? So I understand the situation, but you, Zod, we're talking about you. I said, we're talking to you. I said, right, you're watching this. Stop it. Stop it. Right now you're wondering where I got my sweater. I said, it's hard to get. Anyways, trip out. So when you start as one thing and gravitate towards another and you're full-fledged dedicated, the thing that trips me out the most about that situation is these vatos are now considered your enemiga. If you're in the pinta, you're on the other side of the yard. Which fucking pinche side do you walk on? I'm a south sider, but I was a Piru. Well, sabes que there's no designated spot for you on the yard. The paisas are not going to let you kick it. Mira este pinche bate, me la pela puta. They're not going to let you kick it. Okay, Spider, you can't get down. Chucky, you definitely can't get up. That's not the way it's going down. You have to decide. Now, of course, obviously, you've decided to rock con sur, the south side. And that's righteous, homes. You chose your spot on the yarda. Okay? Does the spot choose you is the question. You know, when you're trying to be highly active on a fucking platform like YouTube, bro. Come on now, tap it. Tap it, is it? We all know that that's not the get down, homes. We all know that if you have a positive message, a negative message, shit. So, okay, you just like getting my mom. Whatever you like to do right here on YouTube, that's up to you. Okay, but when you're proclaiming something, homes, and you get exposed or people are like, come on, bro, stop it. You're doing way too much. The best thing to do, homes, is bow down like the West Side Connection, the gangster, the killer con un pinche dope dealer. Orale, Mac 10. You have to do that because when you continue to push a narrative like, nah, I don't care what anyone says, homes, then guess what happens? Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. People go digging. And when they dig, they're going to find something that's very unbecoming. And in this case, con un pinche red airwalks and vans. Look, vato, we all know you were Piru, okay? To what degree of Piru, I can't call it. Ain't nothing wrong with the Piru. Shout out respects to the real ones. Oh, Piru! Respects to the real ones, right? Shit. A righteous group, homes, that has rocked for several years. But Devato was supposed to be part of you guys, homes. He switched up. I would feel some type of way. I mean, I would feel some type of way. You know what I mean? When you lose soldados, homes, from one cause to another, and they're your enemigas, I mean, really your enemigas, it just becomes a icky, sticky situation. Now, I don't understand this guy's back history. I don't know what happens. The only two things I know about him, está feo as fuck, ugly than a motherfucker, looking like the junkyard dog mixed with B.A. Baracas. The only other thing that I know, and these are facts, homes, is that the vato, homes, was PC'd up in the LA County Jail. Those are two things I know for sure. Everything else, homes, is just being judgmental. Okay, but the pictures, like I say, speak 1,000 words. My favorite words at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, Neil Dezad has been exposed as a Transformer, a Decepticon, Megatron, fucking who's the other ones? I don't know. He's not an Autobot, ese. So because he ain't cruising, homes. Right now, The vatos in the rabbit hole, homes going un pinche Elmer Fudd, wondering what exactly is going on. How they find him? How they find him? What are they Facebook? You see? Bang, bang. Yeah, yo. Yeah, yo. In the bay, yo. Orale, they fucking got into your shit, homes. Going un pinche, the hacker, not the smacker, right? And then what happens? Boom, you become the subject and ridicule of the gun. Now, I'm not here to clown this guy, Holmes. You know, I'm really not. I'm having fun. I'm capping. But capping back in my days meant just clowning, Holmes. It didn't mean lying, right? They're about to lighten up for the both of us. You know, telling everybody, Charlie, Holmes, I never was that. That was my family. Charlie, homie, you are a sangre. Accept it and represent it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I was that close. I said back in the days being a creeper. Orale, Rocky was my role model, I said. Rocky was my role model. Rocky don't joke, yeah. Rocky don't smoke. Rocky puts a cap on the... You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, I'm going to be like Rocky when I grow up. You know what I mean? I already got the pipa on a pinche foot long. I'm there. You know what I mean? Orale, and then I realized, somos mexicanos, somos chicanos, homie. It wasn't for me. I'm going to rock with my peoples. Not that I hated the other side of the other people's homes, but I just got, you know what I mean? I was different. And I got laced my tío said, get over here, bitch. You're crazy. You ain't going to be pinche Rocky. That Rocky can fly, bitch. Right? And he laced me up. Gave me the game. So I can say for sure, for sure, on gang, right? That I always was a dead and local, homes. That I always was a norteño. That I always was brown. Now, ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind on pinche R. Kelly. I said, ain't nothing wrong with you switching up. It's all good. Accept it, homes. So let's get embrace it, vato. Embrace it. You know, I think you got embraced, and that's why you said, no, fuck that, I'm gone. You know what I mean? But stop perpetrating, homes. You know, all this could have been avoided if you just fucking played your role right, homes. If you were just on YouTube and just did your thing and told your prison stories, homes, and you know what I mean, you had a big following, people were fucking with you, homes, but then they realized, hey, said, what time? Mirate, vato. One day he's Panamanian, the next day he's Cubano. You know what I mean? This one day he's fucking Hawaiian, the vato's over here eating spam on fucking moco loco, the next day he's over here eating a torta de jamon. No one knew exactly what you were and to what degree, Holmes, and that's what was intriguing until people started to realize one thing you weren't, Holmes, is a motherfucking activo, okay? I never once proclaimed, came on here, was like, yeah, I'm active, I'm a gang member, I'm this and that. I said, Charlie, Holmes, I am no longer in good standings. I am non-active, Holmes. You know, I don't gangbang. Spencer, Holmes. You know what I mean? All I do is look fly, Holmes, and fuck bitches. And even that, I get hated on for. So start to imagine, right? But you came into the game onto the YouTube yarda, right? Like, hey man, I'm acting this and that. And first day I used to watch you because you mentioned my homeboy Loco from Atwater, Holmes, from Maytown, a real righteous Southsider. Orale, Loco, stand up, Holmes. You mentioned Loco's name and I was like, orale, they've got to been around the block. It's in the 6'4", right? And then I realized that fucking your tires were all flat, right? Because I was like, oh, he's wobble. He's wobbling, that's it. Things that you started to say didn't make sense. And I was like, okay. Mira, está feo. Look at his head. You know what I mean? Shit. I looked at my head. What is that? She said, con un pinche plug, amigo. Don't trip. But I knew exactly something was wrong, man, when you started to mention, you know, family that were Pirus. And you always mention Piru. Oh, Piru. I said, okay. He has some type of affiliation with the Sangres, with the Bloods and the Pirus. Damu. He was a Damu writer at one point. I know because I could just tell. Like every time someone said Piru, your eyes lit up, Holmes. The plug looked like it was gonna pop, Holmes, and your lips started shaking. You know what I mean? He was that motherfucker looking like Sam Cassell that just hit a 3-pointer. I was like, orale, the alien. I didn't know exactly what was going down, but I knew something was up. So Zod, in real life, and this is real talk, Holmes, at the end of the day, right? You are what you were. You know, why'd you switch up, Holmes? No one will ever know, and no one could judge you for that. I don't judge you for switching. I don't care. You know, what does it do for me? You know, if you were a Blood, a Crip, a fucking a Nazi lowrider, whatever you were, it's not going to affect me. You know, I just think it's hilarious, man, that one guy could come on here and proclaim to be something, Holmes, and actually disrespect the real righteous Southsiders, Holmes, that have rocked from day one. You know, whether you went to prison, Holmes, and you were affiliated with that and you righteously were, Holmes, that's what you are. There's no denying it. You can't take that away. But it's like everyone has a fucking past. That's it. That's just like when you meet a hyena and she was like, how many girls you been with? You're looking at her fucking sister like, bitch, don't say nothing, right? We all have a past, right? Exactly. We all have a past. The sister's like, we sure do. And you're like, and a future. You know what I mean? So you switch up once, you can switch up twice. You know how many vatos we see that fucking dropped out of one gang, then joined another, then dropped out of there, then joined, now they're on the third or fourth. right? Vatos nowadays fucking, they're at GBG already. They're doing their thing, you know? So, I mean, there's always that lane for you, brother. You know, there's always that lane. You still got that. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And when the day ends, if you still want to be part of something, so I heard they're hiring. There you go. You know what I mean? Tops and bottoms, power bottoms. I said, there you go. Orderly, you'll have the power. You know what I mean? And the bottom. Bang, bang. Now, one thing I will say is this, and we'll leave it at that. You know, because I don't want to get them all mad because it's like, yeah, I don't want that shit to pop all over me. When you're on YouTube, nothing you've ever done in life will not be exposed, man. I've said it over and over again. That's why you got to be righteous with the people, humps. You got to rock correctly. There's going to be a lot of people that dislike you or hate you for one reason or another. See, I always liked Zod. Still do, kind of lightweight. I ain't going to lie. Sometimes his rap, he can't rap worth shit. That's right. I don't like your rap. That's it. I'll tell you right now, right off the top, you cannot rap it. Stick to skateboarding. That's it. Go on airwalks. I've seen them. But don't ever rap again. Please. That's like me singing and you rapping. It's something we should never do, but we tend to do all the time. Only I think with me, Holmes, I can get by. With you, I said, no. Stop it. Stop it. Right? Please. What I will say is this. I like the Vato. I like his spills and his delivery. Until he starts to run his neck, disrespecting Norteños and Bulldogs and even some Southsiders, because at the end of the day, Holmes, your opinion don't mean shit, just like my opinion don't mean shit, bro. We're just two men. Okay? I mean, I am at least. To what degree of man, I can't call it what you are, Holmes. Only you would know that. But you start to run your neck and disrespect different groups, Holmes, for no other reason than you think people are going to back your play. But at the end of the day, Holmes, there's a different thing going on, Holmes. Guess what? Things have changed, Holmes. And Vatos don't like wolf cases. Vatos don't like people that bump baking soda breath on the door. People don't like that shit. ¿Sabes qué? They don't even like me sometimes. Gunner, you just go too hard in the paint. ¿Sabes qué? Con un pinche AC Green. Que no lacra. You know what I mean? It's just what I does, cuz. I make it happen. But, you know, when it comes to Zod, pobrecito, the exposure is real. ¿Sabes qué? You might as well fucking been like fucking Whack 100 going face down. At least they couldn't tell. You know what I mean? Hey, mira, I know that's the homeboy right there, Blackie. I know it is for sure. How? Because when I was in the cell, he was my cell. He had a big old black plug on his ass. That's him. See, con un pinche crater. It looks like fucking something exploded. That's him, right? You still would have been identified. Only you could have fought that, right? Now with the red paños and the Piru and the hats and all that, bro. And there's so many more pictures. Like I said, for the Flaco on our comics perspective, the exposure is real. There's so many pictures that say, I can't even deny it. I was trying to defend you. I was like, I don't know about that. I seen the pictures. I said, yeah, you're right. You're right. I said, can't call. I started to bite my nail, institutionalized. You're right. I said, I mean, I was trying to defend him, but at the same time, right? There's only so much fucking defense you can get, I said, before you have to realize that, yeah, you know, you're a switch-up artist. You're like Prince. I see you change your fucking stilo and your fucking name every other day. We call you the artist formerly known as Neil Dezad. Real talk, Holmes. Now, if you want to be a Piru gang member and you want to represent the Sangres, the Bloods, Holmes, do your thing, Holmes. That's a righteous group. Or if you once were, or continue to be, Holmes, or you're undercover, and I don't know. There's so many different options. Like I said, GBG is open. There you go. Ponle. I just don't know. You know, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm done with you, bro. I'm literally done. This is the last time, Bonafide, I'm going to fuck with you because, you know, you are done off my bucket list. I'm going to scratch your name off my telephone book. Homie, never again take a second look. You know, because I realize that I'm just talking shit to talk shit now. You know, and I don't want to do that, Holmes. I don't want to look like that type of individual. Zod, I hope you get your shit together. I hope that you stay off YouTube, bro. Or if you do come on YouTube, Holmes, you rock some good rhymes, bro. Don't rap, though. Don't rap, please. Just, you know, stop trying to disrespect other people and portray like you're hard and, that fool's a dropout. That fool, fuck that fool. I ain't even gonna give him my shine. That's I ain't gonna give him. Bro, you were on PC. You were in PC, bro, in the LA County. Just stop it, Holmes. I seen the paperwork. It's facts, bro. You told what the. You know, it's cool though. Whatever. That's your business, not mine. But let's just keep it real. You know what I mean? Well, where's the paperwork then, gun? Okay, I can get it. That ain't that hard. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move forward with a purpose, man. I hope that you guys get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, go on Piru. Hey, does it make a big difference? It really don't. But it's something fun to talk about, right? Pinche Neil Dezad, that shit go, and the beat goes on con the whispers, just like my love, everlasting. Woo! Orderly, if you like me, hit that thumbs up with the thumbs up one time. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy's gonna be the head that wears this motherfucking bull's crown. Tell me this motherfucker ain't fly for a brown guy, right? Bang, bang, you know what it is. We with the business around this camp. Yo, stay strong, gente. Become united. Do our thing, homes. Don't let individuals that are trying to fucking manipulate your mind and poison you into going to guerra, homes, when, hey, there's feria to be made. You know what it is, man. Hey, I don't even like them after this from there. So you ain't got to like them, homes. You ain't got to love them. But at the end of the day, homes, paper. That's it. Paper. Bang, bang. This is the gun.